Hello, attractive minds. Hello, hello. I'm just trying to get myself together, guys. So just give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm coming right on in, okay? Give me a moment. I'll be in just a second. Also, if you see on the side, you're able to talk to me by chatting on the side, so you can ask questions. I will respond to those questions if you have any, and we'll go from there. So just give me a moment. I'm trying to get on up in here. I do not own the music that is playing in the background, so I'm trying to take that off. Actually, give me a second. What it's all about. Now check it out. Hey. Okay. Can you guys see me? I feel like this kind of signal is bad over here. Can you see me? Can you see me good? Am I blurry? I don't know. But welcome. Welcome to Attractive Minds. I'm actually making this video today because I haven't made one in a while, and I just wanted to chat with you guys about some few things that was on my heart, some things that came to me. Also, when you touch and agree with other people, you also see them go through things and experience things in their lives, and it becomes a topic to discuss because you experiencing things that through people that are connected to you or through you. So I just wanted to touch bases on that. If you have not already, please go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Please like and share this video. If you have not saw the previous videos, please go do so. Hopefully there's a message that is helpful to you or to someone close to you, friend, family, loved ones. However, this video is actually going to be about family, friends, relationships, children, the whole nine words. It's going to be about all of that. And if you are in a relationship, there's different things that comes in and out of that. If you have children, there's ups and downs to that. And if you have a family, whether it's large or small, then you know that there's trials and tribulations that comes when you're involved in that as well. So I guess we can start with relationships, and let's start with ourselves in relationships. So how can we be a better partner? How can we be better to ourselves? Because in relationships, what people kind of don't understand is that you should not expect for the partner to make you happy. Okay. So for an example, me and my husband, me and my boyfriend, whatever, I do not expect for him to make me happy. I expect for him to complete my happiness, should I say, or to put a boost on top of my happiness. I am responsible for my own happiness, to be honest. And that's what some people really don't understand in relationships, is that you are responsible for your own happiness. I am not here to make you happy. I am here to continue to keep you happy. Yes, there's things that I will do to, blossom the happy energy inside of you, of course. But it's not my duty to make you happy. So I think that's one of the first keys that we really, really need to really understand in regards to relationships. Do not come in with an expectation of, well, how are you going to make me happy? You are already starting off wrong. Okay. And then I would say just knowing, I was just saying, just knowing what you are willing to bring to the table and not expecting your partner to also do the same. Excuse me. Yes, you have certain expectations, but do not place it upon them. Because as soon as you go in with expectations, then you are allowing yourself, you're setting yourself up for failure. By you going into a relationship and you're saying, well, I expect for you to have my clothes ironed every Friday. I expect for you to keep my house clean. I expect for you to love me, screw me daily. I expect for you to, you know, you cannot expect a person to be consistent in doing things that you want them to do, because number one, they are human. So there's going to be days where they're not able to live up to those expectations. There's going to be days where they may not feel like that's what they want to do. There's going to be days where they're not worthy of doing that. So I would just say is, do not go in there with expectations, and be mindful that you are in this relationship as a partner, not as something as like, oh, well, you are here to as my trophy type of ordeal. And you know what? Speaking of trophies, I was in something like that where it was more like, oh, you on my shoulder to make me look good. Not, yes, I will make you look good, of course, but don't come on here and act like, okay, well, this is what I'm here and only supposed to do, which is make you look good or be an asset to you for that period of time of only when you're out and you're needing something on your shoulder. But whatever. So yeah, I would just say, that, and then also be a helping hand to your partner. Be a helping hand as much as you can, because when you're in a relationship for a long period of time, there's going to be so many trials and tribulations that you go through where that person is going to fall. That person is going to get up. That person's going to fall. That person's going to get up, and that person's going to fall. So you have to be patient enough to know that this person that is in my life that I want to be with for the rest of my life, for the majority time frame of my life, that this person is going to be going through some changes where I may have to uplift them, pick them up, encourage them as much as I can. Even when they are good, you still is going to have to encourage them just to keep their spirit flowing while they're doing it on their own, because it cannot be completely full on you. Okay. So that's in regards to a relationship. And I guess how you can be a better person in the relationship is just give what you want to be given to you. Give what you want to be given to you. And you will either receive it or you won't. Because, of course, you go through things, if the partner that you're with is for you, then you will get what you are giving back in return. If they are not for you, then you will just be giving and you won't be receiving anything at all. Let's see. So I want to talk about steps to a better relationship. Steps to take to get like a better relationship or a better marriage. So I'm not sure if many people like to, or is big on communicating. Some people are communicators, some people are not. So for the ones who are not communicators, how do you get them to open up, in the relationship? So for me, what I do is I play card games. Okay, and I play the mental stimulant card games to get them up, get their mind up and moving, and get them thinking. Put some wine out, let the wine flow through you, so you can, get you a little vulnerable, and then play some little card games. Ask some intimate questions. Ask some disturbing questions, ask some complex questions to make you sit and think and wonder, okay, so that works for me, for as in, getting something open, when there's a very tight fixed bound on the relationship. I would say dating is a must in relationships, in a marriage. Like, you have to date your spouse. Why? Because that's your spouse. You should always want your spouse to just crave you, to just always want you, or to be in your presence, even though, yeah, they're not going to be in your presence because there's work, life goes on, but when the time frame when they are away, you want them thinking about you. It's just like when you first date someone, and you're getting to know them, and they're asking all those questions, they're stimulating your brain, and when you're not talking to them, all you think about is them. You're like, dang, I wonder what he's doing. I wonder how he's feeling over there. Oh, I want to see him today. So that's the same way you should feel about your husband, about your wife, about your girlfriend, about your boyfriend. The exact same way. So if that person that you're with is not giving you that, then you need to figure out ways to spice up your relationship, and to see where's the disconnect, where's the lag going, where's the lag coming from. Because all of this is that definitely when you have years in your marriage, in your relationship, it can get kind of boring when there's years in it, because you're like, okay, I've been looking at this person for over 10, 12, 15 years. I know everything about them, so what else is there for me to know? Trust me, there's a box in that brain that you haven't unlocked yet. Get the key, find the key, unlock it. I'm pretty sure it would be fun to explore, as long as ain't nothing crazy in that box. As long as ain't nothing crazy. And I would say role play. Yes, role play. I love to role play. I think that's very good. Okay, drive to the store, act like you don't know me. Okay, don't know me when you go to the store. I'm just crazy like that. I'm just crazy like that. Just act like you don't know me. You ain't seen me before, and we're gonna just act like it's our first time meeting each other. I just think that's so fun to do. Sometimes, and then you do it at different places. Go to a restaurant and act like you bump into them. Oh, how are you? Who are you? Or act like you don't want to be bothered or something. But that's just an idea. And get you somebody you can pray with. Get you somebody you can pray with. You can serve God with. Whatever your religion is, you guys can talk about it. Get some understanding. Explore. Get somebody that is willing to explore with you. Like, you need to be equally balanced, equally yoked with your partner to be able to do stuff like that. I think that is just the most amazing thing to have in a relationship. So I think that is very, 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 very important. Very important. So I don't want to take too much time talking about relationships, but those are my things in regards to relationships. If you guys have any questions, please type on the side, ask your questions, and I will respond to them. Let's go ahead and get into friends. Let's get into friends. How many of you guys have some friends out there? Some people have friends. They've been friends. They have been around for over 5 years, over 10 years. They've known each other from middle school, from elementary. And I think that is so beautiful. I think that is just amazing where your friends turn into your family. I think it's beautiful. But for me, I haven't had that experience. And it's probably because I'm just weird. But there's one person, her name is Natasha. In my heart, she will always be my friend. Like, I love her. But we don't talk. We fight on social media. But I've known her since elementary, since I think intermediate, and when she got married, had her children, I was there, blah, blah. And just things happen, where the distance come in. And that's our fault as, humans, where we allow things to get in the midst of us, where we lose those great friendships. And so even though, I don't have those like everyday type of friends or that everyday type of family friend, I still consider her as my friend, and I have made friends along the way, where they are like becoming like my soul tie family. Like I consider them as my sister, I consider them as my cousin type of ordeal. And they work my nerves just as much, and I'm sure I work their nerves. But you get to know them, and they get to know you, and you are just pushing along. You are creating a future bond, and definitely when they have children, your children and them become very close. And I just think it's very important to keep those things, glued. That's really my opinion on it. I have had situations where, because I have had a disagreement with a friend, we just have completely fell off. Now, from my understanding, when you have a true friend, the friendship should not fall when there's a disagreement. But some people don't know how to just let an argument be an argument. Some people don't know how to argue. Let me say that. Like me, I don't know how to argue. Okay, I'm talking about me. I don't know how to argue. I will argue. I will say my truth, how I feel, but I'm gonna be bothered, and I may be bothered for a few days until we re-talk about it in the most calmly manner. Then when we come back and talk about it, then I'm like, okay, I'm good. But if we don't go back and talk about it, I'm still gonna be thinking about the shit that we swept under the rug. So it's like we're letting it sit there, and I'm not good with letting things sit. I'm not. It just gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and I guess that's something I feel like I don't have to work on. Like that's it. That works for me. Like I don't want to sweep anything under the rug. I want to talk about it. I want to discuss it. I want to argue about it, fight about it. Let's get it out, whatever. But I don't want to sweep anything under the rug. I grew up in a family where everything was being swept under the rug, and it just became damaging to a lot of our relationships as we got older. Because as we got older, we don't have to hold our tongue anymore. We don't have to, let this be anymore. We don't have to let that be anymore. So, because a lot of stuff that was swept under the rug, younger days, as adults, we did not know how to handle everyone's personality, did not know how to handle everyone's judgment or criticism or ideas or thoughts or whatever the case is, because of not knowing how to argue. So I would just say, as people, we do have to learn how to argue. We do. We have to learn to argue that we're just getting what we feel off our chest without being volatile, without being hurtful, and just try to do it with some type of understanding and love with it. Because at the end of the day, you do love the person that you're going back and forth with. You love them. You're just trying to get them to see what you're saying. You're trying to get them to see how you feel. And they may not understand it in that moment because of them being angry and them being upset. And that's fine, but that's why I said, let's wait a few days, come back and visit it once we're cool and collect, and then we can talk about it. And then we can come to an understanding and move on, and it'd be good. So I kind of mix those two, family and friends, together, because really it is tied. It is truly tied, because your family do become your friends. I mean, your friends do become your family. And when I was younger, I didn't have friends. I didn't, because my family was my friends. You know, I grew up around all my cousins, so when I was in school, I was so quiet, and I pretty much did my own thing. I was just like, it was no point in me making friends because I had friends outside of school, so it was just like it was no point. But I kind of regret that because I end up missing the life of school, the funness of school, the creating the memories of school because I was so out in my own world type of ordeal, you know. So this song here jams, y'all. I gotta um do not own rights to this music, but this song jams. It's by the Chloe and Holly. Is it? I think it's called "Do It." It's nice. Can y'all hear it? Taking pictures, make sure you can see no legs. That we secure like the money in a sack. I love it, how I'm on the way. That may be too loud. But I like that jam. I like that jam. But again, this is just a free talk video, guys. Free talk video. Please comment, talk back to me, send me some messages, whatever you guys have to do. If you guys want to send me some topics to also talk about, my email address is mordr4462@gmail.com. I'm going to also type it here in the description box where you are able to see it as well. So if you don't want to type it on here to send me an email, you can. I will also give you my my other email for Attractive Minds as well. So I put the email address in the chat box, in the live chat box, where you're able to see that there. So send me an email if you guys have any topics, discussions that you would like to drop any knowledge on, or anything you feel like I need to update, correct. That would be cool as well. You know, side note, it's been a lot of stuff going on, and I don't like talking about stuff like this because it's such a touchy subject. You know, when you're dealing with politics, that's a subject within itself, honey. Like, with our president that is in office, it is just mind blowing how he is such for himself. He is not for the people. And I honestly felt like, okay, even though I did not vote for him, I thought maybe, you know, maybe he would be an underdog, come in and prove everybody wrong, that he was going to come in and get his stuff done and do what he was supposed to do. But no, he proved me right. He didn't come and do anything he said he was going to do besides look out for himself, look out for his businesses and the people that runs with him, that's connected to him. Not anything standing for unity, not anything standing for people, for, you know, for the world, for America. Like, it's just, he is by himself. He doesn't care about us. And it seemed like ever since he's been in office, the people that are the most racist have came out. And they're like standing front line, front and center. Like, yep, I don't like black people and I'm here. And they don't give a damn because they don't know, because they know there's nothing that can be done to them. I really did not think in my lifetime that I would see this. I did not think so. My grandma, my grandmother went through a lot dealing with slavery and working for the whites, and the pain that she had to endure to get to where we are now. I can just only imagine the stuff that she had to carry to get through all of that. And to know that we are actually going to probably be walking in the same path. It may not be exactly like how she walked her path of, blacks working for whites, blacks working for the whites and picking cotton and all that other stuff. No, it may not be in that, it may not be in that frame, but we have it as we can't walk down the street being the color black. We can't drive our car in a nice fancy neighborhood being the color black. We can't go to a nice fancy expensive store being the color black. And this is the world that we live in. And it's sad because I am a black woman and I'm raising black children. And I have to sit here and have these talks about how our skin is being looked at as a threat. How, because you are black, you're symbolized and labeled as something. But I encourage my children to read. I encourage my children to be strong mentally, because they can take anything from you, but they cannot take your mind. They cannot take your mind. And I know that from experience, because when I went through my trials and tribulations, I got the most precious thing taken from me. And I could have lost my mind. But because of the God I serve, because the willpower in myself, because the fight, it wouldn't let me. So I started to teach myself. I started reading. I still have ways to go. I got lots of ways. I have a long way to go. But I'm still in that process of teaching and learning. And as I tell my son, you can't be in a position of leadership if you're not in a position of listening and being taught. You can't automatically think, I want to be the boss. Okay, well, if you want to be the boss, then it's going to come with some learning. It's going to come with some teaching. It's going to come with some listening. You gotta utilize all of those skills in order to be the boss. And you can't complain about the boss if you want to be the boss. You can't. Because the same crap talk about the boss, when you get in that position, they'll talk about you. You understand? So be mindful of that. You cannot be the boss if you talk about the boss. Period. You can't be a leader if you don't like to follow. You can't. You can't. But people don't think like that. They don't. They just so, this generation, they just want to get it now. They want to jump. Oh, I'm in leadership right now. What you leading? I don't know, but I just want to lead. Oh, okay. Lead us into the damn pits of hell. Yeah. Because you haven't done any research. You ain't followed anyone. You ain't listened to understand a damn thing. So it's good to be in the midst of people who have the mindsets of leaders. Even if there's a person that has a mindset of, that has like a laid back mindset or have a mindset of a servant. Those are also good as well, because the servants, they listen, they take in all the knowledge. They just don't like to be up front. That's all. They got all the knowledge They keep the business afloat, which is the people that gets the vision working. So out of a group of people, there's the person that has the visions, and there's the person that put the vision to work, to plan. So I think for me, that's my prayer, that God continues to send people in my realm that believes and see my vision. Because man, my vision is big. It's big, 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 big. And it's all about helping the people. It's all about getting out there, helping these youth, adolescents, starting them young, you know. That's where it matters, man, because I didn't have people to come and help me, talk to me, nothing. So I just want to be the help to those people as much as I can, you know, as much as I can, be the help to them. But I'm off topic, so let me go to. So I was talking about family, marriage, and children. I completely got off topic, and so I talked about relationships, and then I went to friends and family. Okay, so with friends and family, we got that out the way. Children, kids. Anybody out there have children? Yeah, I do. I guess, I would like to ask a question. How do you feel your life is different with children? And do you feel like your life would be different, the opposite, if you did not have them? It, him, her, she, whatever. So I'm going to answer that question for myself. I feel that my children has made me the strong warrior you see. That's what I feel. Before my transformation happened, I was a lost little girl. I was a free wild child. Like, I said whatever came to my mind. I did whatever I wanted to do. I just did not care about how it affected anyone around me. And so I feel when I got pregnant, it was to pretty much sit me down. Okay. But unfortunately, my first child did not sit me down. It was just like, oh, okay. I had a child. Okay. And, and I kept continuing to do what it is I wanted to do. And you know what I always say? For some people, for some girls, they become a woman first, a mother second, or a woman first, a wife second, and then a mother third. Okay? I became a mother first, a woman second, and a wife third. Meaning, I did not fully grow up until I became a mother. My transition happened once my daughter got about 4 or 5 years old. And there are some things that took place in my life where I had to grow the hell up. I didn't want to grow up. You know, one thing people one thing these youth need to understand is that being an adult is a scam. Okay, when I was younger, I could not wait to grow up. I just wanted to get up and grow so I can get out of my parents' house, out of my grandma's house, so I ain't got to go to church all the time. Because my grandma had me in church Monday through Sunday, Sunday through Saturday. I was in church. I wanted out. I wanted out. Okay? I did not want to do church no more. I did not want to live under her roof no more. I wanted to do what I wanted to do, go where I wanted to go, have over who I wanted to have over, hang out with the girls all night. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go out and club or whatever. And being an adult is a freaking scam because once I got able to do that, then all the responsibilities came. All the responsibilities came. Bills. I don't pay nobody bills. I don't pay my bills. You gotta work, and the trouble and the drama of picking the wrong guy. Oh, but I had to endure all of that to become this beautiful flower. This beautiful flower. As I look back over my past, oh my goodness, I thank God every day. Every day I open my eyes, I am giving God his praise. I'm having a moment with him. At least an hour. I have a moment with him. Because I know what I could have been. I could have been somewhere locked up. I could have been somewhere stinking dead. I could have been somewhere lost, confused, my mind gone. Don't even want to think about it. But I thank God for keeping me. I thank God for his mercy. I thank God for his grace. I thank God for his love. Man, because I could have been somewhere else, But because of his grace and because of my willpower, I continued to go on that path of righteousness and find myself in this loving person that I am, this loving girl that's inside of me, and just continue to share her with the world every day. That's the most I can do, and try to make the best out of what this evil world has to offer, man, because it is a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot. Like I had to learn how to channel my anger into positive things. Now, did I always know how to channel my anger? No. Me learning to channel my anger became something as fresh as maybe 2 to 3 years ago. And it still is a challenge for me every day. Now, what I do is I do have these things called singing bowls, okay? I'm not sure if you know about singing bowls, but they are the chakras, where they are in line with the energy in your body, the chakras of your body. There's 6 of them, and it helps me tremendously. It's something about the vibration that just soothes the soul. Oh my goodness, it just soothes whatever negative spike that was in your body. It just soothes it. Matter of fact, let me get it. Hold on. I actually have it right next to me. It's one of them. I actually I have a few of them. This one right here that I have is. This one is the intuitive bowl. So this one is for the third eye. And I got this one because God did bless me with a gift of seen things before it happened. I mean, it's not fun, but I can't run away from it. I've tried. It's there. So I got this. So this is the bowl. I think that is so beautiful. Like to hear that. Like, did you guys hear that? The sound gets so loud. Like it's just so beautiful. And I normally do this every morning. After my prayer, I do it and I just sit and meditate. But it's so helpful to me. It helps me, honestly. It has blessed my soul. That works for me. It may not work for you, but hey, teach his own. I'm not, no judgment over here, and I'm not trying to receive your judgment. So please keep it if you have any, because I don't need it, boo. This is how we do it. So that's one way how I channel my anger. Okay, so whenever I feel tense, anxiety, anxiousness, I go right into prayer and I go into my single bowl, or I just go right into meditation right then and there. Sometimes I don't even have to pray. Definitely, if I've prayed multiple times during the day, then I won't pray. I'll just go right into meditation, and I do my bowl, and it works for me absolutely. So whenever I do find myself getting upset, I ask myself, why are you upset? Why are you upset? Why am I letting something that someone did or said upset me? I just recently had this issue because this friend I have, I got very upset with her. And I didn't get upset with her. I got upset with her actions. And why did I get upset with her actions? I got upset with her actions because when you truly care about someone so much, you tend to care. You tend to give a damn. Okay. So our natural body, our natural response when we give a damn, oh, it hurts us when we care, or our feelings are involved and the thoughts in it become about us, when in reality it's not about us because it's their issue. We are just assisting them because we're listening. Okay, so because we're listening, we're allowing what they're feeling negatively affect us negatively, when it should not be, because we are just the listening source. We're just the ear. So because we're still dealing with our own negative thoughts and feelings, it starts triggering the negative spikes inside of us. And then now we're feeling negative. You understand? So we're feeling negative right now, but we're not feeling negative because of us. We're feeling negative because someone else just poured their negativity into our ear. And now we're negative. That don't make sense, but it makes sense. Okay? So I had that issue recently. And I had to ask myself, why am I so doggone mad behind this? Like, this had nothing to do with me. And I had to really figure that out. And because I found out that I was still holding on from something in the past that we had dealt with. And issue that we were currently dealing with reminded me of that past. So it's kind of the saying of you can forgive, but don't forget. I forgave, but I didn't forget. So because I did not forget, I was easy to get upset, and which made the issue more than what it was, because the issue was already something that was dealing with her, but now I made it about me. Why? Because I did not forget. But in reality, guys, when you forgive, you do have to forget. You do, period. Because if you want to forgive somebody and you're holding on to something, you're not truly forgiving. If you are, say, I forgive you, but I won't forget, and you're not forgetting it, which means you're still holding on to it, which means you're not forgiving. So you're just pretty much in the same situation that you have been in the beginning, towards the end, towards the middle, towards the end of the end, and all the way around. You're in the same spot. So I just take this as a lesson learned for me. Lesson learned for me to forget and forgive. Forget and forgive. And I think that's an issue for some people, because that saying, I'll forgive you, but I won't forget, has been around for many, many, many years. And it just became a thing that everybody says now. But you have to forget and you have to forgive. And in order for you to forgive, you cannot hold on. You cannot hold on, which means you have to forget it. Okay? You have to forget it. You gotta let it go. If you truly, 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 truly want to move on from something. I'm sorry, guys. Got some messages coming through. Oh, okay. Uh-oh. No. Sorry. Okay, so I just got a message. Okay. Whew. So I'm sorry, that was funny. The question that was asked to me is, what do you do when you feel that a person is not into you? Well, to answer your question, if you have to feel like a person is not into you, then they're not into you. Okay? Now some people are chasers, okay? There's some women that chase and there are some guys that chase, okay? So if you are the one that is chasing, it's okay to chase, but don't be tired and out of breath, okay? Metaphorically. Do not be tired and out of breath. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to, run out cute and stuff, and you play tag here and there. That's cute for some people. But do not be out of breath chasing behind somebody. I'm a hopeless romantic. So I feel that you give the energy you give out is the energy that you receive. But if you have a person, and the funny thing is that this person is big on zodiac signs. So the person that she's chasing is a Capricorn. Eh. Sorry. But I love Capricorns. They are like my sign of siblings. Like that sign is like a sibling of mine. We're like neck and neck. But they are the most difficult people to be with in relationships. Capricorns, they want their cake and they eat it too. You understand? They want their cake, they want their ice cream, they want their popcorn, they want the food on the side with multiple flavored drinks. Is how Capricorns are. And they want you to just look at the cake in front of you and not touch it. Okay? But what I want to advise is that stop chasing. If a person truly wants you, you don't have to chase them. You understand? If a man is a man, he's going to let you know exactly what he wants and how he wants it. If a woman is a woman, she's going to let you know exactly what she wants and how she wants it. So there's no need for the chasing unless you guys agreed to play tag. Understand? So if this person is giving you the runaround, if he go days without calling you, he has others there to entertain him. Okay? He has others to keep him occupied. And this is very familiar to me, you know, but never play second fiddle. Never. I am never, ever, I have never, will not ever be a woman to play second. I am selfish when it comes to that. If it's not about me, that's it. If you have children, I understand. But you with other women, absolutely not. So for you, anonymous person, please stop chasing. Let them chase you. I would just say be up and honest about how you feel, what you're feeling, be vulnerable with that person. Put your feelings out there about what you feel like should happen, should not happen, what you're accepting and not accepting. And I would just say, if this person is not agreeing or feel the way you feel, then it's time for you to move on. And most likely when you do move on, then that person's going to come back around and be like, hey, where you been? I ain't talked to you in a long time. And it's like, oh, where were you when I wanted you? So, yeah, I would just say, do you. Don't trip. Put your head in the right place. Focus on self. Love yourself. Because if you truly is down for you, you won't be chasing. You won't be chasing. If you're truly down for you, you will not be chasing, boo. You'll just be chilling, and all of that love is gonna come to you. So I would say just focus on you. Do what makes you happy. You know, reach out every now and then, and yeah, focus on you, girl. Focus on you, boo. Don't even Capricorns. No. I'm just saying. I'm just playing Capricorns. I love you guys. You're like my sibling. I said that. You're my sibling. I'm an Aquarius, so we like this. Okay. I know y'all. It's okay though. I love you guys. I'm just talking to the person who asked me the question. That's it. So if you guys have more questions, hit me up in my email. It's okay. Morty. Well, it's Mordor really. It's MORDOR 4462@gmail.com and attractivemindsrsm@gmail.com as well. So you can drop those questions in my inbox and send me those statements or whatever, and I will get back to you on your questions that you have for me. Please don't be shy. Don't be, hesitant to reach out to me. I love to talk. I love to have conversations, man. I love to pick people's brains. That's just what I do. So reach out. Send your love. Share this video. Share this video. Like, subscribe, send a friend. Just like that. Okay? So I'm going to be ending this video on that note. I don't think I have any more questions in here. Let me see. I think I have more. Uh-oh. Okay. I have one. I don't know. The time is kind of late on this one, so I may save this one for the next video because I don't want to make the video too long and then it's just going to be about me rambling. So I may save this one for the next topic, but it was about the chakras. About getting into the chakras and the energy. So I'm definitely going to make a video about that one because that is something that was very, very helpful to me. And definitely when I'm in, getting into my spiritual walk, it definitely gave me a lot of understanding on how to utilize the gift that God had gave me because I was running from it for a long time. So my getting into reading about my chakras and the energy and everything, it kind of helped me to come to be more understanding in my gift and then come more in tune with it. And then my visions and everything started getting more vividly where I stopped having anxiety because I used to have anxiety really bad because of my visions because it was something that was actually taking place real quick. Okay, so my visions it started out as dreams. And my dreams will come true the next day, months, weeks later, whatever. Or it will be somebody else that I'm connected to or family or whatever. And once I started getting more in tune, my visions, I started having day visions. Like up doing something, I go into a daze and it's a whole live vision of something. And then it will happen. I would get anxiety because I did not know how to handle all of that. It's like man, I just saw this and now I'm getting a phone call about this. I just saw this and now you're coming up to me saying the same thing I just saw. I did not know how to handle that. But because I had to get in tune with myself, I had to learn about the chakras, the energy, the understanding of it all. And then once I started to learn about it, I started to know how to calm it, to tame it. And now I get visions and things that happens within minutes and seconds of each other. And it becomes more like, me just communicating with the spirit guides or me just communicating, with, God and just giving me information or instructions on how to help me, the next person or whatever, whoever's around me. The only thing about it is that not everybody is able and willing to accept what you are what you're giving off. And that's gonna be okay. That's okay. That's fine. That's normal. Once they truly get to know who you are, or who you is now, then they will start to receive it a little bit more. So it just takes time. Takes time. Don't worry about it. I'll make a video about it next about chakras to the person that emailed me about it, and we'll go into details in regards to that. But until next time, guys. Hey, you know the routine. Subscribe, like, and share. Attractive Minds, you guys are dope. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much for the emails, man. Even reaching out, asking questions or whatever the case is. I truly appreciate it. I love it. Please keep it coming. Keep it coming. Do not stop. Do not stop it. I live for that. I appreciate that. So be good out there to people. It's too much craziness going on in this world. Too much craziness going on in this world. We just need love. We need understanding. We need power. We need peace. And that's what we need to be giving out there to our neighbors, man. RTR, reach one, teach one, and release some. You hear me? Because everything we take on, we're going to have to release it. And when we release it, we need to release it with love and understanding, okay? So until next time, my attractive minds, I love you guys. See you soon. Deuces, bro. Are you sure you want to end stream?